Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. Gonna play some more Animal Crossing today. So activate that poll. Make sure everything's working. Push that A button there. And get going. Push that A button there. Yeah, that sounds like it works. Sounds like the volumes are okay. Hey Asta, how are you? Thank you for liking, much appreciated. Alright. So we gotta get back to our island here, see what's been going on in that day where we were playing the rain cloud. I might have to go back to that one again here sometime soon, but we'll see. We'll see. Gotta mix other games in there and keep it interesting, you know. Animal Crossing hasn't actually been hitting as good as it used to, but hopefully people are still interested in this, you know. I think it's pretty neat to see the different things on the island, you know. How about cherry blossoms? Hi Stephanie, I'm good, thank you. I'm good, you? Oh, that's good to hear. I just answered that I'm good. Another thing. Oh, we got a new app. Is that the update today? Ooh, we got an outdoor picnic set. Where's my glasses? Beside me. You'll probably find that it depends on the game whether I use them or not, because I actually have 20/20 vision, interestingly enough. But it's like weird because it's one eye is far, one eye is near, as opposed to, you know, that. So the glasses actually kind of correct it to balance it out a bit more, so I can actually see pretty good unless it's like fairly small writing. And you know, if I'm playing on the Xbox, for example, a lot of times there's 4K screen, so it's small writing. So you'll probably find me more often on that one using glasses. Animal Crossing has fairly large writing. But, you know, depends on the game. Alright, we got our new stove. We'll put that in place right now, eh? You know, on Harvey's sorbet. Did I spell it wrong? Oh no, I did. Oh, good. Sorbet's good, isn't it? They're all good, of course, you know. On Harvey's Island, you have to pay 100,000 to open the shops. Well, I've got one more shop open. Nice. One more shop to pay 100,000 to. Yes. You wear your glasses all because I'm nearsighted. Oh, somebody jumped into my house here. There, Gwen is visiting. That means I can't put this down, eh? Yeah. Well, let's go see what this see what this new recipe's involved with. Cherry blossom petals. Oh, that's good. Seems like constructing something on your bench seems to chase them out, doesn't it? Like she was literally here 2 seconds. And I can't see because of that wall. Go and grab the right thing. We'll put the gas range, the new gas range in here. Very nice. Looks like a real kitchen, doesn't it? Spin the wheel. Raymond did that to you? They like coming in whenever, like, you know, I'm kind of up to something in the house. I don't actually go in my house that much anymore. But they seem to like popping in on me. I wonder where the cherry blossom pieces I've collected go. Probably not at the beginning, because that's clothes. And furniture. How much clothes and furniture I got, eh? This is all food. Fruits. Whatever that thing is. I don't need it in my inventory. Rich, thank you for liking. Fardo, thank you for liking. Kat, thank you for liking. Celestine and Stephanie earlier, as well as Esta. Much appreciate everybody. What's up? I don't have a dream address yet. You hate sherbet ice cream. Well, I guess not everybody has to like all the same things, right? Otherwise, you know, if we liked all the same things, then it'd be like every movie and stuff is exactly the same. Oh wait, they kind of repeat movies a lot. Something like that. Oh, here we go. But I need it right there. Hey Roger, how are you? That sucks, why no dream address? I didn't feel I was complete. Complete at a stage to get a dream I should make a dream address sometime, but I didn't know if I was totally ready yet, you know? Alright, we're in here. Let's make that item. I went to Baskin Robbins for the first time and it was amazing. You're going back. What kind of ice cream did you get there? I will in a second. Yeah, I just got to build this right here. Gotta get that check mark. Alright, guys. What number do you think is going? Who's the best guesser today? Forrest, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. So it goes up 1 through 8, I guess. You call 5. You tried one of the dairy. I had some dairy-free ice cream today, actually. I had some Halo Top ice cream. I don't know if you ever tried that. I think it's dairy-free. It might be just sugar-free or something like that. I'm not sure. It's something free. You call 8, 6. Gotta get a bigger cone when I get ice cream if I drop one more scoop of ice cream. Alright, you gonna guess, Cat? Did you guess already? Number 1 through 8. What do you think it's gonna be? Timothy's not here. He can't guess. Need an idea for landscaping? I'm not sure what 8 has to do with landscaping. Oh, somebody already picked 5. Base. The final frontier. So you guys are doubling up, you know. Alright, we're gonna pick soon here. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. You tried those Halo Top ice creams? They're very good. I get cookies and cream. I think, yeah, they're pretty decent. I had the peanut butter one. Peanut butter and... I guess peanut butter. Alright, we're guessing. See if you guys got it right. 5! Kat and Stephanie got it right. The only doubled up number. Good night. I didn't see you for a long time. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much, Veronica. I've been on the same time though. If you don't get a notification, just you know, check around the same time anyway. You guys are good guessers. Oh, I saw the 2 after. Alright, we're back out here. Think we got how about those apples right here? Probably take a quick glance around. See what kind of flowers we have. You know, I've been away from the island for a day. It's not a blue rose, so yellow one. Get her eventually though. I'd like to get more reds here, more hybrid reds going. Maybe I'll increase my odds a bit. There's a new one right there. New pink one. Actually pretty good with the other ordinance that I have of basically it encourages them to... I'm bringing it. How do you get big blue flowers? I'll explain it to you here. It's actually a tricky process. I'll start over here though. Alright. So what you gotta do is you gotta start with 2. Well, you gotta start with store white roses. The 2 white roses from the store. And I'll specify store because you know what's in it. Those will make a purple rose. Then you take your purple roses and you mix them with normal store reds. And that'll make pink. And then you take your pink roses, mix them with yellow, store yellows. And then that makes hybrid red, it's called. Now hybrid red looks identical to regular red. Like, you know, store red, hybrid red, you couldn't tell the difference. But hybrid reds have a 1 in 64 chance or something like that of making a blue rose. So that's the process. Now, if you got all your flowers out and about already, you wouldn't be able to tell the differences between store and not store. When I say store, I mean, you know, you get it from the flower shop, has bulbs, and then you plant it, right? Because the thing is that you no longer know what the properties of that plant are. So if I get another pink here, yeah, just pick it up, put it, look at my inventory. I got a pink. I got a red here. So that red's a hybrid red. Because that came from this garden. I just picked up 2 roses, right? The first one was pink, the second one was red. So I got to take this hybrid red and put it over here. But if you don't know what's in it, what's in your hybrid red, you know, like if these reds here make another red, then it may not even have, it's like genes almost of the thing that generates the blue. So you got to be very careful that you are putting the right flowers together, essentially. So if you have a bunch of reds in a field already, I would and you're actually aiming to make your own blue, I would probably scrap them and sell them, and then that way you know what your reds are, essentially. And that goes for other breeding flowers too, you know, essentially. Anytime you plant flowers, you got to know what's in them, essentially. See, this one here, look at my inventory, is a red. Now, what's in that red? I don't know. It's made from purple and red, so it might be these 2 reds combined. And, you know, it might have lost the property that we need in it to make the blue. So I'm going to sell that one. I'm not going to use it in my hybrid red garden. But you see, I did the fence in the color of whatever it's supposed to produce. So we're looking for reds out of this garden specifically. And if we go over here, this one is blue. And I've only produced 3 or 4 reds now out of that one garden. It's like super complicated. There's other things you can do, like there's YouTubers that have this complicated multi-step process. So that was just one of the processes that I followed. And you see that one produced a white. I have no use for it. I don't want to mix it with the other stuff, because I want to know exactly what those are. And I know that all these ones were planted from the store. I know all these reds were planted from the store. All these yellows are planted from the store. So anyway, that's my plan. It might take a long time, you know, if it's only 1 in 64 chance, right? That's how Animal Crossing is designed, is to everything takes a long time. Unless you you know, you grab it from another player, right? We caught a sea bass. But who knows what that process is. The thing is that if I'm trying to get this blue rose myself. It's not the same as getting a blue rose from another player, because, you know, as you guys know from watching me, I don't time travel. I don't do a lot of stuff. Like, I just, you know, basically trying to earn that one. different satisfaction involved there. I don't mind grinding it out to try to earn it. Only thing I didn't earn was a couple of my fruit trees because you have to have certain like, you know, you could wait 1,000 days or whatever, and then you know, you have to wait for a villager or somebody to give it to you, I think. Yeah, if you go back to my trucking games in the YouTube. What's this thing? A zebra turkey fish. I already had one of those. No, Timothy caught his first one the other day, he was saying. Helps to look in the fish section, you know? I think this is it, or is that a barred knife jaw? Well, there's nothing new, so I'm pretty sure I had it before. There seems to be river fish in this area. Yeah, I've turned one in already. Well, there we go. It must be zebra turkey fish that season, eh? Rosebud, eh? Wonder what kind of colors we need for that one. Probably a little bit of everything. I wonder if we need blue though. Oh, ants this morning. What the? Same thing goes here. I'm trying to generate specific colors. So we will pull that one out. I have them at an angle so I know which ones are new. But we don't need hybrid white mom. We're trying to produce blues here. Or purples or whatever. Am I going to throw them away? They generate ants. So I just left them there. Sometimes there's ants there. I bought $50,000 worth of turnips before and they all went bad on me. Now this one here is a hybrid yellow, but I think I have enough hybrid yellows anyway. Oops, pointing at the wall there. Flowers take up a lot of space really fast, though. That's the only thing. I already only have 2 spots left. I missed. Swing and a miss. I did already get ants, yeah. But I figure, you know, doesn't hurt to have the ability to get extra ants. Flowers don't sell for particularly much, by the way. And we're looking at ant races. You're gonna go do your flowers now. Gives an excuse to make fences and stuff, but you don't need fences. You just have to know what's what. Walter, thank you for, or Walt, thank you for liking. And Unlock Gaming, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. So let's go back over here. White's your starting one, so you gotta go buy white. Store red. So store white, store red, and store yellow. But you have to produce the purple ones from the whites before you combine those ones. So basically, here's the pattern. So you just start with store whites. And then if you get a purple, if you get any other color, you gotta dump it. So, and you can get white. So you gotta arrange it in a way so you know where your new ones are. But if you get like another white, I would dump that white. But if you get a purple, you put that over in the garden with some store reds. And eventually those will make pink. And put those with store yellows. And these will make your hybrid reds, which are your second last goal for getting the blue roses. But keep in mind, it'll produce all sorts of other colors for a while. Because it's only like a 1 in 64 chance. So we're checking the other flowers, but it's different for every flower breed, right? So here's the hyacinths. If you want one of each of those, you gotta kind of mix and match a bit, you know? Like you can see I got a bunch of oranges together because those make purples, I think. You gotta make oranges first, which is red and white. Hey Kobe, I've been good, thank you. How have you been? But yeah, you kinda gotta get different combos going to get everything. There'll be something eventually coming up that uses the odd colors, right? But basically, you can see I kind of thin it out and I don't get the colors I want. And then I did separate some of these offshoots. There's some blues. I accidentally put a blue over here though, I think. With these purples. When you go through a lot of shovels. That one is a blue. These are supposed to be purple. Since these are hybrids, I'm not as worried about keeping them nice and separated. But we thank you for liking. Got workout reactions, nice. And you can see there's different ones that you get too for these ones. Like here's purple tulips. We need purple tulips to eventually make black tulips. You can see I did get a black tulip. And once you got one, they can actually spread too. So you just gotta water them. So now with these windflowers, we're looking for hybrid reds, which is pink and blue together. And then two hybrid reds make a purple. Maverick, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Now this is a hybrid red that spawned from two hybrid reds. What? Maybe I'll keep this one even though it may not have the properties I want. And then we'll water that because I want the purple windflowers. Because I got some recipes that involve them, but I don't have any purple windflowers yet. I think they do that on purpose to make them rare though, right? You missed an interesting game yesterday, Maverick. I'll probably play it again though, but it was kind of a cool, different game. You could make, can you make a hybrid person? Yeah, I'm sure you could. It's called Rain on Your Parade. You probably would have really liked that one too, to be honest. You kind of mess with people. Dude, what's this? We got a special tulip right here. What is it? Black tulip, bud. That's what we want. But for tulips, what do we need here? Black with black is purple tulips. Oh, I will put that one right there. Then hopefully we'll get you're a mess up? I don't know if you're a mess up, but you missed a fun one though that you probably would have liked. Any other loose flowers that we don't want? I think we got everything covered. Go over here. But not today. Probably be some random day when I feel like it, but it does come off of Game Pass in the next short while, so I gotta play it again before I have to buy it. Check that. Check this. You like his hat? The red off of the red there. What's this one here? Black rose. Really want them outside of that zone, so I'm gonna pick that one up. See that white and that white together made a purple. One, thank you for liking, much appreciated. Matthew before that. Over to Sherry, guys, if you can. If you have any friends you want to refer me to. That's always awesome. Look at that, we got some weeds we gotta take care of right here. What do you want, some stinking weeds around there? There we go. Really need that one. These are the tiger lilies. I think I've got all the colors of those. New orange one grew. This hat cost 1.2 million bells or something like that. It's an expensive hat. What's more than the house section? Or some of the house sections. You got your hybrids from a treasure island? I'm trying to earn mine. Doing all the work. I mean, you know, it's going to be solidly a sense of accomplishment when I get that blue rose on my own. If, you know, every hybrid that I've got that was a tricky hybrid has been pretty satisfying, actually. As you may have seen, you've probably been here when I've gotten some of them. But that blue one is gonna be pretty satisfying. Because I'm talking getting the hybrid without time travel or treasure islands. So I mean that's gonna be a bit of an accomplishment. Anybody want a train set? Try buy some replacement shovel. Watering can. No, we got 2 watering cans. Replacement shovel anyway. You earn when you learn. That's so true, but take up space. I'm sure you could do it with, you know, just you know, a small amount of flowers. You don't have to necessarily. It's not the top of your list. You don't even have to have as big areas as I put. But I thought the way I organized it, I thought it looked nice. You know, like there's flowers here and there. I don't care about what these ones even produce, to be honest. I mean, I don't want it on top of my rock here, but yeah, you know, you don't need to keep any extra flowers, right? I mean, some of these just look nice by the houses, I think. And then these are just all separated, just so I have a few in case I want to craft something, right? You need landscaping ideas. Well, there you go. There's a landscaping idea. Although I think it'd be hard to motivate yourself to get your own blue roses if you've already got blue roses, right? That's the whole thing about it. You know, going to treasure islands in the first place. They're always going to be tempting you now. You know, why would you want to get something if you can just grab it on a treasure island, right? I don't need this many flowers up here. I mean, I've already got every kind of breed of this one now. I mean, I could technically even pull all these flowers out. You gotta do something with yours. They're getting out of control. Yeah, big set flower sale. We'll build about 5 shovels, eh? And I'm kind of working on something here, but getting see the pink, black, and orange are the hybrids of these ones. Oh, red's in town, eh? See, we don't need no stinking yellow in the middle of that, eh? Been much better, in my opinion. Got him. Looking like a loach. All right, here's the moment of question. See if we got anything new. You know, Red, I look forward to the day I never have to talk to you again. Although I don't know how I'd be able to tell. What paintings do you have so far there, you guys? Do you collect a lot of them? So here's the Serene painting. That status is glowing. What do you mean that status is glowing? I already have this one anyway. I'm just looking at it. This looks like it's the legit one. Because it says it has circles around its eyes. Maverick with the stars for star. Ooh, look at that. Thank you for the stars. Much appreciated. I should turn on my fans here, actually. I forgot. Performance. There we go. Do you like... I see stars! Do you like stars? You know, if you send 100 stars or more and you say something with it, it reads it out loud even, guys. Not in the painting and sculpture. Oh, the statue. Well, Timothy, if you want this statue, I mean, I can open up my gate after and you can come grab it. If, that one's legit. I'm not gonna buy it because I already have it. I like no dress. I thought you like it when they have clothes. This one here is the one I think that you like naked. You're talking about how you don't like David naked, though. You said I saw that. I said stars for star. Do you see it? Yes, I saw it. That's why I shouted out stars for star and put stars on the screen and the ancient statue here. It's a fake? You figure? I think this one might be. I'm not sure. I think the antennas also indicate that it's not the real one. Oh, let's see here. Ancient statue, right? Is that what this one's called? Yeah, his antennas. So this one's a fakie. What can you buy for 30 stars? He's just guessing. He doesn't even play Animal Crossing. Um, let's look at this one too. I have this one for sure. Academic painting. Did you guys see that thing about the artwork? Like in the library? There was like somebody, I think it was this thing even. Somebody stole it years ago from Cambridge or something like that. It's worth millions of dollars. And just recently, there was a bag with a note to the librarian at Cambridge. I'm pretty sure it was Cambridge. That said Happy Easter. And it had these notebooks from Da Vinci or whatever it is. But anyway, they returned it. Let's just see if it was this one. Cambridge notebook, Darwin notebook. That's right. Oh, it wasn't. I don't think it was this one. It wasn't Da Vinci. It was Darwin. So it says that Charles Darwin's missing notebooks were mysteriously returned in a gift bag. And it has Darwin's Tree of Life sketch in it. So, what's the Tree of Life sketch? So it's like kind of a weird looking tree that Darwin drew. Anyway, it's millions. Oh yeah, that has the coffee stain. That's right. So you see how that has that coffee stain in the top corner? Here, Maverick likes this. This guy's naked. So you can see his ding dong. But that one's a fake. Yeah, the real one doesn't have a coffee stain. If we go over here, basic painting. I don't know if I have this one or not. No, I don't think I do. And the basic painting. Oops. Fake version of the basic painting is the guy with more hair. All right, be quiet. I wanna get a closer look. This one's fake. So the fake version, he has more hair. He looks like he has kind of a little patch coming down the middle on the real one. Real one shouldn't have full bangs. Yeah, just like Kat was saying there. So the only one. I'll say I don't know. I'll go open the gate for Timothy. So he can grab that one if he wants it. Are you on your Switch right now, Timothy? Well, at least we know we have one legit one. Do you have red boats on your island too? Like he's on everybody's island at the same time? Oh crap, there was that giant moth, I think, that you were talking about. It was on that pine tree here. I didn't notice him until too late. Oh crap, I'll have to keep an eye out. I guess they are on pine trees sometimes, eh? Oh, wrong turn. How much cider trees do you want? As many as you can drink, I guess. I don't know, whatever looks nice to you, to be honest. I mean, it's all that's kind of, you know, with what other aesthetic you want, right? So, you know, if you don't really like them, you might want to, I don't know, it's nice to have a couple around just in case, you know, because they make Christmas trees at Christmas time and stuff. But, kind of depends, you know, whatever you like, I guess. You enjoy the Christmas trees at Christmas time, then you want probably lots of them. Because then you could shake them for bulbs and stuff, you know? There we go. We'll open the gates. Can't put trees or flowers in storage, it's true. Do you have your ants yet, Timothy? Because I have those rotten things there for ants. You need to catch an ant. How do you get the Celestine, if you're still here? How do you get flowers from a or how do you get the hybrids from a treasure island? Because you can't transfer flowers. Do they let people have like dig abilities too? Well, we got more stars for Star. Look at that, eh? Look, I got the star on the whole time. Good thing I. Oh, look, look at that, look at that. Love the stars. Move that closer, eh? No dig abilities. It's modded. Oh, okay. You like more stars? I mean, you know, you're gonna use them all up at one time, but if you choose to, it's up to you. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, when you get here, you can try to catch an ant. Just don't take my rotten turnip. Right, Timothy's gonna come to our island. We should get dressed for him. There we go. We're wearing our knight armor with some golden shoes, I think. And man, that's right. We'll assess these fossils in the meantime. Timothy's taking the long flight. Never mind. You want to be hybrided? What do you want to get hybrided with? Have a good night, Celestine. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. Darn it, I'm bad at hitting those things, eh? There we go, we got one. Why bye? Because she's got to go. Right, Timothy, what's taking so long? You broken? Grab this here. On your way. I'm on my way with Esso. I still gotta spot an Atlas moth, man. Blew my one chance, I guess. You're planting your flowers. Are you gonna work your way towards the blue? Kinda useless, isn't it? I don't see any. You said they're big and red though, didn't you? I said invite friends. Make sure you go to that you're flying to your friends. I don't think you have to be best friends. BFF? My gate closed on me? Maybe it's because my gate closed when I went inside my museum. Okay, see, it says all my friends. But my gate was closed, so it might have messed you up. So try again. He knows that one too, I guess. Walter, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. We're good. Alright, here's Timothy coming to my island, Maverick. He's coming, he's landing. They're starting descent. You changed your flag, or really? Is that why it takes longer to fly? There he is right there. Wearing his Canada outfit. He had to fly, yes. It's got a more fitting rooster. Hey, where'd you go? So the ants are on the right beach, the right side beach. What do you think when you come to an island and there's a guy in a night suit with a gimp mask and a crown welcoming you? He looks cute. I think I lost Timothy. Where are you, Timothy? Oh, he's right here. Follow me. Well, I lost Timothy again. Oh, there he is. Pretty easy, actually. Don't run over my flowers fast, because it'll destroy them. Alright. See what I did here? Maybe these are used up now, I don't know. But if you buy some turnips, just lay one on the beach like this. And it'll probably do that. I mean, you could take one if you want and try it on your island and see if it works. You can always mail it back or something. Well, I mean, this isn't a this is a gimp mask, not a face mask. If you look at it close, it's like, you know, that's those masks that gimps use for, you know, S&M. But yeah, if you want to grab one, you can always mail it back. Take the middle one there, and then you'll lay it on your beach similarly, and then see if it attracts ants. Maybe it's too old, I don't know. I haven't seen any ants on it today, so red's on the back of the island. We gotta go up here. Probably the easiest way is over here, actually. Middle. And there's less pole vaulting. You got the privacy mask, and this one has spikes and leather. Right, so I'm back here at the back left of the island now. My Marcel just called you Karen? Oh, good. Stop being a Karen then. Oh, adjust my position here while I wait. You finally put your bridge over a waterfall? Okay, you gotta climb down here with your ladder. Not where you wanted it to go, but I guess it works for now. Hey, what are you dropping there? Don't drop your crap. All right. He's dropping his crap. Oh, don't take my flowers. What are you doing? I'm picking my flowers. I gotta look at that for 2 days. You can water my red roses while you're here too. Oh, you have your like ladder and your hotbar? Like that, see? Good thing I got like 100 orange flowers up there. It happens though. The other way you can do it is you press Y. Oh, you've been using what, vines? Well, there you go, eh? So you can't put a vine down, I guess. Wonder if you can drop it again. And I can try to put it down. Why is Tim not moving? Because he didn't bring his ladder, I guess. He and him are just staring into the sunset at this dumb looking boat. See that? Drop your vine like you did. Let me pick it up and I'll try to set it. Let's see if that works. You know, move out of the way so I can pick it up. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I can't place because I have guests, so I'll have to drop that again for Tim and just go make him a ladder, I guess. Now Tim knows he should bring a ladder with him instead of vines, I guess. What do I need anyway? The heck, I'm not carrying a bench on me? You got a bench on you? Or you can't put it down? I wouldn't be able to put it down. I have to go to my house for a second. I'll just build you a ladder in just a second. Whose stomach is big? I'd like to know what happened to my bench, actually. Probably sold the darn thing again, eh? I need all the woods. Yeah, he can go into the home if he wants. The heck, what did I... Oh, I'm missing softwood. You're getting low on regular wood, eh? I mean, there's a lot left still, I guess. Let's see what happened to my other bench while I'm here. What's the crafting station called? Oh, there it is. You're buying a water can, your gold one broke earlier? Right, we're good there. Yeah, before you leave, I'll show you what flowers you can water though. These ones here need watering in this area for sure, but other ones. This is on Nintendo Switch. This particular game is Nintendo. Oh, he's gone. Hey, where's the other one? They're separated, eh? Where are you at, Tim? Are you by Red's boat somewhere? Amusement park, okay. I'm just above you, heading towards the boat. Oh, you need a Nintendo. A Nintendo Switch. Although, if you're gonna get a console, this one's nice because it's portable. And I'll meet you by this bridge. It's easier to drop stuff here. Leah, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Yeah, if you get a Nintendo Switch, you can get Animal Crossing. Alright, now that you got a ladder. Look at that flower you picked. Are you gonna go buy a Nintendo Switch? There's a lot of fun games on Nintendo Switch, though. No. Soon. There's a new one coming soon. This is the painting that was legit over here. That one. The rest are fake. If you got money. Oh, I thought that was Tim saying if I got money. You're gonna buy all types of consoles. Xbox is a good console. PlayStations are super hard to get. And the Xbox Series S is a cheaper one anyway. And I'm shining it in your eyes. Hopefully they're the same as I evaluated. You have a lot of PlayStation there, but not Xbox. PlayStation 5s are there? I thought those things weren't anywhere. Xbox is in less markets, but we have PS. Is there actually any in the stores though? Darn if you can find them in the stores here, you know? Because there's PS5 is here, but there's none in the stores. You get Animal Crossing Switch, and then you get special colors, but I mean if you get a regular Switch. Switch Lite is the one that's not portable though, is it? Alright, Timothy. What are these blue ones right here? What are the flower you took? It doesn't matter, it'll grow back. I think that if you download, you don't need to water anything other than those blue ones. You come down to the bottom of the island now. I think that if you pirate games on Nintendo Switch, I'm sure there's a way to do it. You won't. You will probably get console banned though. This, especially if you want to play games like, you know, say if you want to play Animal Crossing or other games like Mario Kart or something like that online. You know, if you want to play. Timothy likes playing online games. You know, for example, on Switch. I think if he was using a pirated games, then he'd probably lose that ability to. So in here, these ones here, all these reds, because those are the ones that most likely generate blue. And then we go over to this one here. This garden inside the red fencing here can generate hybrids, so. Oh crap, somebody is running. Hey, don't run in the garden, you wreck them. Don't run. Water the whole garden. If you run over flowers, it destroys the head. I wasn't running though. Blaming me. I saw you running. I have to hold A to run, you know? These, you're blaming me. It looked like you're running. I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay later. And then we'll know for sure. If you want to come over to the right side of the island. Right-ish side, I guess. Top right. Do these blue ones right here. The reason I'm putting Timothy to work, guys, is just because you get a friend to water your flowers, it gives an increased chance. You can water these ones here, these red ones. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So these red ones here, if you stand right here, you'll get all three. And then if you come down here, these black ones right there. Collected miles. Well, there you go. That's probably... Oh, you could water right here too, I guess. This, right there. The blue one down there. For these oranges. The rest, I think we're okay with the rest anyway. Let's go check the ants again. No ants. These might be dead. They might only be good for a couple days, I guess. I think that's all. Well, that's all that really needs to be watered. If you want to get back to your biz or whatever, or if you need to use the Nook shop or anything while you're here, you can. But in the Able Sisters, they're open right now too. Trampled your flowers at time or 12. Make sure you talk to this lady every day, you guys. Because she'll give you extra designs, eh? You have to talk to her like a bunch of times. The one that's sewing right there, eh? I don't know if it matters if you're talking on my island, but in your own Able shop, talk to her every day and she'll start giving you patterns. Same with talking to the owl in the coffee shop. Because he'll eventually give you stuff too. Did you hear that Maverick said you were cute there, Timothy? Alright, I'm gonna go get the coffee. Right, Timothy? I'll buy you a coffee here. This is a fine coffee drinking establishment. Old owl man's waiting. He's like, you just sit at your table and I'll serve you when you both arrive. You gotta sit at the table here. Or I don't know. I thought I was buying coffee. Maybe I'm not. See what happens here. Oh, Timothy's picking up the tab this time. Look at that. We got our coffees here. See, Maverick? You can drink coffee. I even drink mine through my GIMP mask. Bet we don't clank our cups together, eh? Alright, Timothy, you have to get off the island for me to assess, I think. I don't think you'll look at these fossils. Maybe. Oh, maybe he does. You can buy a poster from him if you want, though. There's a close-up of Timothy's face. I assume he'll offer you the poster. Maybe he won't even talk to you. I don't know. Did he offer you anything? No poster, just chat. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're out of luck. You'll have to fill up your own museum. I think I got like 5 fossils on me. T-Rex torso, T-Rex torso. Do you need a T-Rex torso? Bino torso. Here. Maybe you might use that. Don't pick my flower when you go to pick that skull up. Leah likes your hat, Timothy. Well, whatever, you can sell them if you don't like them. Or if he doesn't need them, I mean. For sure one of them isn't going to work because I gave you 2 T-Rex torsos. I gotta see if I can find an Atlas moth now. Thank you, and Leah too. Alright, get out of here. I gotta go hunting. Thanks for watering the flowers. I'm gonna go get that gold rose up first. Oh, I thought there was a gold rose, but I guess there isn't. Looks like someone's leaving. Safe travels. Hopefully some of those skulls work for your museum and you're painting tomorrow. Make a little note of what paintings you have because there's 8 zillion of them. Pretty close competition for the preferred cold treat. I didn't think Sorbet would do that well, actually. Yeah, the only thing about these trees being like this, I can't see the trunks very good. See if I got a bug on them. Sorbet is more like frozen water, though. Never cares for ice cream. Timothy's a picky eater, eh? Doesn't like pineapple on pizza. Next he's gonna tell us he doesn't like dipping his fries in mayonnaise. Really? You like frozen yogurt better than soft serve or traditional ice cream? I would have guessed you to be a soft serve guy. Like Dairy Queen, you know? Yeah, but the question isn't, you know, what do you want because you're trying to be on a diet right now or something. It's more, what do you like the best? Soft serve is like ice cream from Dairy Queen. You like all types of ice cream? No, but if you were stuck on an island and you couldn't have any of the other ones ever again, would you really pick frozen yogurt? Like, I mean, frozen yogurt's good. I wouldn't say that frozen yogurt's actually healthier than ice cream, to be honest. You know, frozen yogurt can be pretty... You know, you eat enough of it, it's not good. I've never dipped my fries in Miracle Whip, and I can't say I like fries in Miracle Whip either, or mayonnaise. I've never even tried it. Some people like it though. I kind of prefer ketchup, you know, or gravy. Or gravy and ketchup sometimes. You know, or gravy with cheese. Curds. You love mayo? Do you love mayo enough to dip your fries in it? Your French fries? Because some people do that in Canada. You do? I don't think I like mayo that much, to be honest, but I like mayo on my tuna salad sandwich or egg salad sandwich. That's where I would use mayo the most, you know, or you know, if you're having a hamburger, you get mayo on it usually. You know, the teen burger at A&W, you know, it's a mayo on top with the lettuce and tomato. You want to explore food trip. How do you normally eat your fries, Maverick? Mayonnaise on pizza? Can't say I've ever tried that. There's a pizza place I went to recently. I took a picture of the pizza. They also had on their menu peach pizza. They said that it's quite good, but I didn't try it. Do you just eat the fries like dry, or what do you eat with it normally? I'm glad you use your mouth to eat your fries though, as opposed to your butt or something. You don't really like mayo? Miracle Whip is better? You know, honestly, I couldn't tell you the difference between Miracle Whip and mayo. I think I usually buy Miracle Whip, but you know, I've got Hellmann's sometimes too. And you dip it in mayo too sometimes? In England, you know, it's popular, isn't it? I believe England likes vinegar on fries. Isn't it? They like fish and chips with vinegar? You can do whatever you want with it. I just sent it for fun. You haven't tried mayo with fries? That's what we're saying, that some people like mayo with fries. Some people like that, I don't remember what that's called, but kind of a hotter sauce too with fries sometimes. I should actually go look on the left beach. I didn't really explore that yet just because I did have stars drop the other day. Oh, I'm full. You tried it and it was so good? You just tried mayo with fries just now? You can dip fried food with mayo. Hot sauce is a yes. What? Here's a good question for you guys. When you buy, like, you know, you go to somewhere and you get some wings, you know, like chicken wings. What kind do you usually get? I'd say the one that I get the most is probably salt and pepper. And or sometimes like honey garlic. You know, like if I get it with a sauce, you know, honey garlic is a good sauce. Yeah, wheelchair. Mayo dip with chicken wings? No, but like a lot of times they're covered with sauce. Sometimes spicy. The honey ones, and sometimes spicy. Honey, garlic, or buffalo. Buffalo's good too. I don't get buffalo very often though, because I'm not as much into the hot stuff, but once in a while. I prefer sweet over hot. You like the original chicken wings? Yeah, but it depends where you're talking about is what's original. You know, like you're talking about just like chicken wings with nothing on it, or what? Salt and pepper is the closest to that if you go to a pub. I cleaned my inventory up just a bit, eh? I haven't seen a spider today. Original means no flavor. I mean, they almost always put some sort of flavor on it, though. I don't think that fish is gonna see it. Oh, no, he did. Crap, I pulled early. You got 2 bottles of hot sauce beside you? You guys ever watch that Hot Wings YouTube? You prefer mild, not so hot? Original ketchup? Man, I had a bit of a streak going. Every time I get a streak going of catching fish, I get all excited and I... Look at that, Timothy! Well, you got a thing on your beach, maybe you'll get one. So you just leave it laying on your beach. Circle the island and come back. Timothy prefers hot or hotter, or nosebleed hot. See how you do that? You can walk right up to it pretty much. That will also, if you watch it closely, it'll also sometimes have a fly on it as well. But to get ants, it seems that you have to do that. I don't want to go in the water there, pal. Oh, I know why. You prefer the original boring ones? I'm talking like pub style though, so you know, I don't know if that's the same thing you're talking about. You know, like if you go to Popeyes or something like that, you know, it's like hot or mild. You're not a fan of salty food? Well, I mean, chicken wings aren't generally salty. Unless you get, like, specifically salt and pepper. I did get the fly, yeah. Look, we got a crab. This one's got some speed, man. The blooper? Bugger, turn around. Where's Tim? He went back to his own island. Hey, do they have any Nando's in your area, Maverick? Nando's chicken? Hey, did you ever finish watching Scream 1996 or whatever one it is? I remember you said you didn't really find that it, at the time you were watching it earlier in the movie, that you weren't too sure about it. You haven't heard of Nando? They used to have a Nando here where I live, but closed down. We have Popeye chicken as well over here. I don't mind Popeye chicken once in a while. Did you like it in the end? Did you find it up your alley? You saw the killers, so that means you maybe fast forwarded it to the end, or did you watch the whole thing? I mean, the process of elimination, if you... Oh, you're surprised? By process of elimination, I mean, you watch the newer movie, so... You know who kind of survives, I guess, but... It's still a really good movie. I think it's a really good movie anyway. You know, in its time, the first Scream movie there, it was doing something different. You have Popeyes, but you haven't tried it? There's a sandwich at Popeyes that in the States, man, people were lining up for that sandwich. And, There's even somebody shot somebody over it because they're mad that they're out or whatever. Some altercation in the line. I tried the sandwich in question. It was alright. I don't know if it'd be worth going to jail for, you know, to command a sandwich, but have I seen the new movie Moonfall? No. Yeah, it's one of the chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. There was some super excitement when that sandwich was out or something. Like, people were nuts about it. Took a while for it to come into Canada, though. Couldn't kelp myself. The bugger fast one again, another crab probably. How am I supposed to tell which one's which? Not that one. Be honest, those dang ants waited for me to leave and then came. Yeah, I was assuming that it was like, that was a lobster? That was fast. I thought the plant maybe only produces so many days, but I get, or the rotten fruit. But I mean, I guess it goed up after. Nothing new in the seas here, eh? You updated your dream island, so it looks like my island also cleaned up my house and my island. Oh, okay. I think we're full. No luck with the fossils? Oh well. Probably like 20 grand or something. Should have made some seaweed soup. Oh well. Do you eat lobster ever, Maverick? Firefly squid. That was a fast one, and I didn't even really have to chase him. I don't know if I have that one or not. I must, but we'll go to the careful side here. You love lobsters. They're very expensive here. You know, like you probably... If you were to go to a restaurant and buy lobster or whatever, you're looking at $70 or something like that. They're expensive in the store too, if you make them yourself too. I tell ya. Oh, the firefly squid is the one you call blooper. Have a look here. Menu. Look at a restaurant. See if they got lobster. So if you want a lobster ravioli, like $30 for that. That's just like the little lobster pieces though, I think. It's not even the full deal here. Misty, thank you for liking. Let's see if this place has lobsters. I don't know if they do or not. So this place here has half Atlantic lobster, rock claw crabs, tuna poke, seasonal oysters. That's just like a seafood tower for $120. Yeah, I don't know if you can get lobster in town, in the interior or not. You say ravioli? That the answer? I doubt it. I don't know if ravioli is very Canadian. Plus, that's like too many letters. That's like 7 letters. Anyway, it's expensive for lobster. It'd be at least $60 probably, if not more. Yeah, I've heard that actually, where people that live on the East Coast, like it's super cheap there. But it's fairly expensive where I am because it has to be brought in, especially if it's Atlantic. It's considered more of a delicacy around here, I think. You know, it's pretty far from the ocean right now here. Where's Newfoundland? It's on the other side of the Canada. If you look on a map of Canada, it's on the far right. I was watching a interesting YouTube video actually. I think it's called infographics or something. And they were talking about that at one point Canada and the US both had invasion plans, like after World War One. They had invasion plans just in case if they wanted to invade the other country for whatever reason, right? Because there's tensions high at the end of World War One. And I guess Nova Scotia was a very key point that they wanted to get in the, like, say, US going for Canada. Nova Scotia was a very key point because that would be where England, is, World War One, if Canada got invaded, Canada doesn't have a huge enough army. England would, because we're related to England. Basically, England would come in, kind of thing, for defense. So they would be going for Nova Scotia to basically, because that would be where the boats would come in for, like, all the supplies and troops and stuff would come in from England. So if England was helping defend Canada, that would be their port. So, and basically they so the state had a plan. Canada had a plan to attack the states too. It was basically identical, like, as a mirror image of the other one's plan. Like, they came up with it independently, but it's like all the same kind of places they would, kind of attack from and defend, kind of thing. That was kind of interesting. It wouldn't be, that certainly wouldn't be a very good war, though. Mostly, that would be if there was like a big problem and everybody started thinking expansion, They went crazy after World War One or something. So anyway, if you ever want to watch that, I think it's called Infographics. But it was an actual plans that both of them had. And They said on the thing that that was actually a reason why U.S. built a lot of airports. They around that time they actually added a lot of airports closer to Canada, just in case they ever decided to do an invasion. I don't think Maverick can do anything with on his own. He always needs some sort of aid, you know? Like always like asking for hints or looking for cheat sheets or stuff like that. You know what I like about Nova Scotia the best? They also said on that thing that Winnipeg was also a big key city too, because basically that would be your supply point for the West. So, you know, by getting that central supply point, it kind of covers a lot of ground essentially. I don't even know what Theodore Tugboat is. Big one on the dock here, eh? Oh, that would have been a good one. Really? No, I'm not familiar with Theodore Tugboat. Canadian kids show from the 90s. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Might not have been. Look, there's more ants, Timothy. They're over here this time. You're on the East Coast. You can't think today. My mind is not working. You need to sleep. See, there you go. You started that movie right before bed again, didn't you? You said you were watching Moonfall. And you gotta sleep in the middle of it, and then now you're not gonna know anything about the movie. You don't need any hints in Kanako. You don't get it, you don't get it. It's not a big deal. Oh, I missed. Maybe. It might not have even been on in Western Canada. You've been watching the movie for 3 days? So, in other words, it probably isn't a very actionist kind of movie, I guess. Well, that's too bad. I was kind of looking forward to that one, too. There's a section called YouTube. Music and YouTube. What sort of YouTube is it? How do I just copy the link of the page? And then where you normally type, you just paste the link. Wonder what kind of fish I missed out on. On the dock there. Lots of fish opportunities here, but nothing really new yet, eh? I got that zebra fish today, earlier. I already had one. Lots of shells on the beach, eh? There's a seahorse there, probably. Yes! It's a clownfish. How many can fit in a carfish? That's new. The quest, I guess, too, eh? You've caught a clownfish too? Nice. Well, that's my first clownfish. I better go visit her old Blatheries. Want to accidentally sell it, you know? And a zebrafish. I got a zebrafish before. So pretty close vote, everybody. Three-way mostly. Make a donation. Howdy ho, this must be a clownfish. Howdy ho. Did you see the preview, Maverick? Of Zombeaver? In the YouTube section, or the movie section, I think I put a preview to a movie called Zombeaver. About like you know, a bunch of people camping, and then they run into a zombie beaver. And it like hunts them. See if there's any recipes to be had here, eh? He's working out. It's just a few days. You water it each day, and then it's like up. In the movies previews, like in the movie section on Discord. We'll look in here. Could really talk to them, but like what? Cooking something. Mushroom salad. Ugh. Mushrooms are hard to come by right now, though. I don't think they come until later. There we go. We got lots of recipes, I guess. Can't get mushrooms until fall. I have a couple mushrooms, but not very many. One of each. I might be able to do that, though. I mean, it looks pretty cheesy, you know, if we think about it. But, what is beavers? Are they considered rats? That's Canada's national animal. Although I wouldn't go near one. They probably have like rabies and crap. An animal? The flat tail? Swims around, makes dams? Grilled sea bass with confetti, that's right. My special garnish. Do I have one of each? Barely. Don't be insulting our national animal there, Maverick. We don't make fun of your national animals, do we? We got beavers on our money, you know. We don't make fun of your carabao. What's a carabao anyway? Looks like a cow or something, eh? Where's our new salad at? Do I not have the right mushrooms? Oh, I need skinny mushrooms. Whoops. I don't know if I have any skinny mushrooms. Can beavers kill people? If you got rabies or something from them, I don't know. I wouldn't go near it, but they're not very big. But with any wild animal, you want to be careful because, I mean, they can probably hurt you. What do you think, Timothy? You think a beaver, how deadly can a beaver be? I wouldn't pet one because it probably hurt like heck if they bit you. You know, I don't think that'll give you the true beaver message, that one. I imagine some people that have to deal with their dams all the time probably don't like them though. You know, like if you're living by a river that they put their dams all over it. Why is this guy over here? Weird. You haven't seen too many? What's the value of mushroom salad here? 1400 only, eh? They're bigger than squirrels. Squirrels are like just run around on trees and you're a tree. You're underneath the tree that they bit the cut the tree down when you're under it. That'd probably be bad too. Alexa, are beavers dangerous? Alexa just told a story about beavers that they brought them to some area and they spread like mad because there's no natural predators there for them. She didn't say whether they were dangerous or not. If they're anything like a gopher, I'd say no. You can't hear her good. You're not supposed to hear her because sometimes all of a sudden she'll magically start playing music and that could turn off my stream. Tell her she's fired. Let's see, where can you find beavers? Since I'm like Maverick's Google machine. Mostly North America, some in Mexico. They are considered a rodent according to Wikipedia. They're the second largest living rodent. They got introduced to Finland and then spread to Russia and to Patagonia. And there's a Eurasian beaver. There was a Eurasian beaver, a European beaver. It was spread pretty wide, but it got hunted to near extinction for its fur at the turn of the 20th century. Says there is Asiatic beaver in China. Philippines, new mountain rodent species found. So they said there's something discovered So there might be beavers in Philippines. You can Google them on YouTube. That's right. Can you eat beavers? Yes, technically. Beaver tails is something that's popular. I've never had it though. You fell asleep after work? Bed round 2? Have you ever House of Hydra? Have you ever heard of the movie called Zombeaver? Like a zombie movie about a beaver. A zombie beaver. I'm trying to figure out if it's it'd be dangerous. In my Discord in the movie section I put a preview to the movie. Couple years old, but it's not very old. About some college kids that are camping and they discover a beaver dam and then they wind up having to deal with a zombie beaver. King KK? I don't know if I have that one. Oh, I can't buy stuff because my gate's open. Oh no. Let the gate close automatically. Beaver tails are good, unhealthy but good. So you've had beaver tails? Equal to Angry Birds. You don't see Angry Birds around too much anymore. Remember when they used to be the most famous thing? Alright, so we got that. You think Maverick would like to eat beaver? Oh, there goes my net. Angry Birds. I have Angry Birds Star Wars for Xbox 360. Angry Birds movies. Hey, a crawfish. Are they good money? Yes! Sturgeon fish. Gobble forceps fish hook. Huh. Did you catch a sturgeon fish yet? Oh, I gotta go back to the museum already. Dory? Is that what Dory is? We got a Dory in prison the rest of her life. You did? It takes it pretty good that I never want to hear his dumb stories. Man, I can't believe that dogfish eluded me, though. And my equipment's all falling apart, eh? More ants! Dogfish? I mean dogfish. The zebra turkey fish? Guess the stars that fell disappeared, eh? Holy mackerel. Made it. Oh, Hardy's Island closed after certain time? I don't think so. I've never noticed them being closed. Oh, dockfish is what I meant. Because, you know, if you fish from a dock, there's different fish there. DOCK. Well, they're gonna kick me out in 1 minute. Watch this. Plus I can make them dizzy. He's gonna be... Get out of my store, dude. The AWOL sisters don't kick you out, but these guys do. They don't care. Soon as that time. Like, we're closed. And there it is. Oh, really? Well, I don't know. Maybe there might be a closing time, I guess. Well, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. I gotta work tomorrow. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. I thank you for whatever role you played today. Maverick for the stars. Twice he gave stars. Everyone who chatted. Don't kick you out. I don't even know how to sit down. Thank you for being here, Esta, Timothy, Leah. Who's all our last chatters here? House of Hydra. Maverick. Stephanie hasn't chatted for a while, but I don't know if she's here still or not. Thank you. And Celestine went a while ago. If you're wondering, who won the poll? Soft serve came out ahead. 42%. Second place, traditional ice cream, 26%. Sorbet, 21%. And frozen yogurt, 11%. For a while there, I thought traditional ice cream was going to win, actually. There's the results. But thank you for being here, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. And have a good night, good day.